Let us pray. Almighty God, send forth your Spirit. Let every word spoken tonight be your words of truth. By that same Spirit, open our hearts to your mercy and grace. In Jesus' name, amen. These days, I remember my trips to the Holy Land. When you were a pilgrim there, you go to the place where Jesus walked in many different things. And today, you will find a church, you will find a shrine, you will find some kind of symbol about the sacred places in the light and life of Jesus. But not so in Jesus' time. For one shining moment, if you go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you will find an enormous building, and it houses the places where people have commemorated and think that Jesus was crucified and then laid in a tomb. It's a crazy place. It's a beautiful place. It's filled with gold and ornate things. There are places with stone. It is a place of worship for centuries. I remember when we came to the place where you could kneel down on the floor, put your hand through a hole in the floor, and touch the rock was underneath. The rock that is supposed to be the rock of the hill of Calvary. And it's only a stone's throw to another chapel where you go to the place where they say the body of Jesus was laid. A stone's throw away. But I think as we read these scriptures, and as we try to imagine these places and see our own place in the Easter story, it's easy to see some of these stones as a stone of confusion. Look what was happening to Mary. She wondered as she was going to the tomb in those early hours just before dawn, how would the stone that had been rolled across the front of the tomb be rolled away? She didn't have the strength for something that had been moved by several people. And how would that obstacle to what she was preparing and what she was planning to do be taken away from her? I think we live in a lot of stones of confusion in our own lives. Places where we don't know quite how things will work out. We don't know how to handle the obstacles in the road yet ahead. We find that we're looking for things like Mary in the wrong places. It reminds me of a man who was frantic, confused, full of desperation. He was out on the street corner that night, under the streetlight, frantically looking for his lost wallet. And he looked, and under every bush, he looked under every place he could think of, and along came a policeman. And the policeman said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm looking for my wallet, I lost it." And the policeman too started to look. And he looked and looked and looked. But then the policeman said, "I don't think it's here, sir. Are you sure this is where you lost it?" And he said, "Oh no, it was over there in the darkness, but there's better light here for looking." We get confused. We look in the wrong places. Mary was looking for Jesus in a place of the dead, and that's not where he was. The stones were no obstacle for Jesus. The stone was rolled away so that people could see that Jesus is no longer there. And so a stone's throw away becomes a place of new life. Now, if you go to Jerusalem and travel there, there is another place that pilgrims go. It's called the Garden Tomb. And it looks much more like the pictures in our mind of what a garden is supposed to look like. And there are flowers around, and today, of course, many park benches and places you can sit and meditate. And of course, in the stone rock, there is a place that looks just like Easter is to be about. A stone rolled away. Mary ran to tell people what was going on. It was the stone of, beyond the confusion, it was a stone of commission, a stone of confession, where she was telling people, look what I found. It's empty. Jesus isn't there. The disciples ran. They look inside and they believe Jesus is not there. It has to be a thing of faith, a thing that moves people in a brand new direction. They looked in and they believed. We find that when we look with eyes of faith, the things that we see make sense. Pixar says, if you believe, you don't need arguments. You know the risk of faith. The searching mind goes to a certain point, and then there's that deep abyss in front, and across it the human mind is insufficient. You have to dare to leap over the abyss and find yourself on the firm ground of faith. And supported by faith, you walk through life with joy and with hope. So the disciples believed. Mary turned around, still trying to figure out beyond her confusion. She turns, she's not even listening or looking. It's just the knowing that Jesus is no longer in the tomb. And she sees a person, she supposes him to be the gardener, and asks for Jesus. Again, she's looking in the wrong place, but at least she's facing in the right direction. And the gardener, who is none other than Jesus, speaks her name, calls her name, and instantly she knows. Think about it. Think about the moments when you have heard in faith Jesus call your name. When you were named in baptism, that unites us to a death like Jesus and brings us up to the baptismal waters to brand new life. We have nothing to fear. And Mary knew, and her eyes of faith became something new. So now, we have an open door. Not because Jesus needed the door opened, it's that we need an open door to be able to see that God's power is so extraordinary, so wonderful, so great, that the sin of this world, of you and I, of all generations, has been nailed to that cross. And it is gone. He has taken the blame for it all. And he has taken the shame for it all. And now he gives us new life, and we are commissioned to be, get ready, rockin' and rollin' Christians. Now, if you caught in that Isaiah lesson, God gives us garments of salvation. So I want you to think about how you get dressed for Easter. When I was little, we got a new dress at Easter. I remember there was always something special, and sometimes we got a hat, just like Mom would have a hat, and there would be gloves, and once in a while even patent leather shoes. And we wore our Easter best on Easter. We couldn't wait to see the lilies. They were beautiful. We couldn't wait to find that new begonia that we got in the Sunday school, because it was a sign and a flower of life. Well, Easter begins now. Do you remember how long Lent is? 40 days? The season of Easter is 50 days. It goes till Pentecost. So you can send Easter cards for the next 7 weeks. And I want you to think about how you are going to dress in the robes of salvation for this season of Easter. Because every day you will wake up in the morning and get dressed for the activities of the day. But I'm going to challenge you, besides that, get dressed for the commission that Jesus has for you, to be a rockin' and rollin' Christian, where the rocks and the obstacles have been rolled away. Gone is indifference. Gone are limiting habits, guilt and shame, compulsion, insecurity, an unforgiving spirit. God can heal it all. And in that, wear those garments of salvation so everyone looks at you and says, where did you get your new clothes? How can you share that blessing of Easter with the next two people you meet? It's a forever season. And it is a sign of commission, a door to open Christ, to open faith. And there is a rock that you can stand on with firmness and delight. Amen. Let us pray.